And we are celebrating Western New York and a Niagara Falls man who's a member of the greatest generation, fought for his country, and is about to turn 100 this Sunday, exactly 84 years after the U.S. was pulled into World War II. December 7th, 1941, a day that will live in infamy, which also happened to be George Morial's 16th birthday.
I came home from the movies that day, and my mother said the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. She said, but you're all right, you're only 16.
But 2 years later, it was a very different story.
And then when I was 18, I received a draft card, and they wouldn't let me finish high school. I had 2 more months to go.
And away he went, ultimately being sent to Glasgow, Scotland, en route to Bastogne and the Battle of the Bulge.
They told me, you had to do this, you got to do that. Didn't give too much time to concentrate to realize what I was getting into.
And on his 19th birthday, George and his 83rd Infantry Unit of the 3rd Army were committed to battle.
We were marching toward the front lines, and I saw men in my division. The lieutenant, I knew him real well, and he had bleeding from his side. And he said to me, George, get rid of your backpack. Get rid of everything but your rifle, your canteen, and your ammunition. So we went to battle.
And even today, 80 years later, the emotions of war are still very raw.
I was in a foxhole for 7 days and 7 nights. I froze my feet, my hands, my ears were white. And after the sun broke, our airplanes were able to hit the tanks, and the Germans retreated. That morning when you're in the foxhole and you finally see the sun, I mean, did that feel like a gift from God? Yeah. Yep. By that time, his feet were so swollen from frostbite that his boots needed to be cut off. So then they sent me to a farmhouse where medics were, and they looked at me and they said, you're going home. He came home with several medals and commendations, including the Combat Infantry Badge, the Bronze Star, and the European Theater Medal, things that at the time he didn't even want to look at. He just wanted to get back to his life before the war. He finished high school, took a job as a draftsman for the city of Niagara Falls, eventually became the city engineer and the director of public works for a record 12 years. And I retired in 1984. I've been retired longer than I worked. I've been retired 41 years. Yeah. Oh, man. I beat the system. And he beat Father Time. He still lives alone and is very active in keeping up with family and friends, including his neighbor, Assemblyman Angelo Morinello, who stopped by with a gift during our interview.
Yep. And on behalf of the New York State Assembly, I want to present you with a proclamation highlighting your life, highlighting the Battle of the Bulge, all your service, your school, and everything you have done for the community.
Thank you,
bless you, George.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy 100th, George, a man known to many as the unofficial mayor of Niagara Falls, which is kind of funny because his cousin Robert Restaino is the actual mayor of Niagara Falls. But a happy birthday coming up Sunday for George Morial.